My name is Brandon Flynn. I'm a professional long driver on the World Long Drive Tour. Had the great folks here at the Georgia Performance Center reach out to me about Cody Cobb here, who's looking to get into the sport. I got to say, really great talent right out of the gates. I think he's going to do very well from what I've seen. So today I just wanted to take a look at Cody, see how he was hitting it, kind of give him some advice for his upcoming competitions, which is going to be Memphis, correct?
That's right. Yep,
correct. So why don't you tell us, how did you get in the sport?
Yeah, so I came up here to Georgia Performance just to get a golf lesson. And the guys here were like, man, you swing it really fast, really hard. You should look at a long drive. And I was like, well, I don't really know what that is. I mean, I can hit a ball far, but I don't know anything about long drive. So the guys here got me in contact with Brandon and a couple other different guys, kind of getting me new into the sport. And right now I'm just training on gripping and ripping. That's what I want to do. So.
Yep. Grid is clear. Fire away. Yeah, that'll work. That's the shot you want.
Hold it.
Yep. Yep.
Close the spin. So you're 3 days a week speed, and then the rest of the time is like mechanics and working on like actual swing?
That's ideal.
Yeah.
That's ideal, yeah.
Okay.
Separate the speed training days.
Yeah.
Don't go back to back. You're going to deplete yourself. The speed days are truly about, it's great to look at numbers and figure out like, hey, I need to hit well and things like that. But me coming from a golfing background, subconsciously I'm always concerned about hitting it square. So I struggle on speed days because I want to hit well. But on speed days, you just need to be focusing on
Speed.
how hard can I hit this thing?
Yeah.
I need to keep pushing.
But that's what I like doing. So I'll
You'll have no problem.
I can care less where I hit it as long as I'm moving it. I don't care.
One more.
So you mentioned like the 160 ball speed. Is that what you're looking at with iron training, or is it more club head?
Yeah, I mean, club head speed is great, but it's not everything. It's that smash factor.
Yeah.
Like, I could swing at 150 club head speed, but if I'm putting up 195 ball speed, what's it matter?
What's it matter?
Right? Like, if I know my ball speed is good,
Then
then
everything
I'm
else is working.
correct.
Makes sense.
Good miss.
The longest ones were those big hooks. Is that just too risky?
You said hit off
Well,
the tree? That hit
they would be
dead center on
ideal.
that tree.
Yeah.
Controlled, yeah. I tried to hit a draw. I'm just stuck behind it right now.
I like 351 flight, 351 at that flight.
You see that tree? You see it hit off of it? That
Which
tree
one?
at the very back, like in the middle
Uh-uh.
of this red flag and the blue flag? You hit dead center of that tree.
That was a good shot then.
Yeah. Carried 210.
That was good.
That was a good ball.
Yeah, that one was ideal. A little high, but good smoothie.
This is all right.
I'll give you one long drive suggestion.
Absolutely.
All right, tips from the pros here.
Yeah.
All right, so once you're set up, tilt back a little bit more.
Okay.
Get that spine tilt a little bit further back.
Like here?
Yep, right there.
Wow. So what's like your your trigger at the beginning?
What's my trigger?
Like the
Shift pressure.
is it, are you like left, right, back, or?
Yeah, I mean, I have dynamic feet, just how it's been. But my first move is almost like getting that right heel into the ground. So that's like my trigger of like, okay, I'm shifting my pressure and getting my mass to my trail side. So it's just like and then I just go from there.
And then you're trying to drag it way out, right?
Yeah, I mean, you want a wide arc, right?
Yeah.
You want the club to travel as far as possible. The further it can travel, the more time it has and potential energy to create speed.
Okay.
So it's that initial push, pressure shift to my trail side, wide, and then let it get to the top and load and explode.
Okay.
All right. So you got Colorado coming up.
Yep.
What are some things that you're working on right now to get ready for that tournament?
Yeah, so Colorado is a higher elevation. One of the things that we're working on is getting some higher spin.
Okay.
The air is thinner, so we need to have that spin so the ball stays in the air a little bit longer and we can carry it as far as possible. So right now, just working on a high launch, higher spin, and the way that I'm doing that is just lofting up my driver. I'm not really changing anything swing mechanics wise. That's one quick tip if you want to have more spin on your driver. Most people don't. I do. Is loft up just a little bit.
Okay. What is your normal driver loft for like play versus competition?
Well, I don't really play too much anymore. This is the Paradigm long drive head from Callaway. It sits naturally at 4.5 degrees. I normally set at -1 degree, so 3.5. That's just my stock. I like the way it looks and sits, and I produce pretty good numbers that way. So 3.5 is what I normally rep.
Nice. And then after Colorado is Memphis. So how do you transition from super high spins to getting back to your normal, like at sea level game?
Yeah, great question. So it's going to be similar. Luckily, I can just change the loft, and that's going to change most of the spin for me. So once we get back to lower altitude type thing, I'm looking for 18 to 2200 type of spin. So that just brings it back down to -1, and then just swing normally.
Nice.
So yeah.
Nice. Well, thank you. We appreciate
Yep.
working.
So what main focus today was kind of how to go about going into a competition, right? That's going to be a new environment, different things that you haven't experienced before. So I'm trying to give him the best simulation possible that he'll experience when he goes to Memphis.
Yeah, it's been really helpful because I hit 6 balls in 45 seconds, and I've got 2.5 minutes to hit 6 balls. So I got to calm down a little bit. I actually put some balls in the grid. It was a really, really, really productive day. So I thank you for all your help, and hope I'll cheer you on Colorado and hope to beat you in Memphis. So.
Fair enough. We'll see you out there.
Yes, sir. Appreciate
All right,
you.
yeah. Oh, that was solid contact.
Yeah.
December.
It's about, what, 60 carry?
Famous long drive. One more.
What was the carry on that last one?
42.
There.
Hey,
Boom.
That's in the grid too, baby.
Look at
Come on.
that.
That was killed.
That was ripped.
I like it. That'd be fun to mess around with.
You want a carpool to Memphis?
Not bad there.
It ain't good either, though.
0.8 down.
0.8 down, man. Let's get it 11 up.
Hey, that's low for me.
269 carry. Speed's moving up.
Get 22 here.
Oh,
Grant Ford!
there's your idiot. There's your idiot mark.
It's all right. Call it a halo. I ain't worried about it. Trust me.